Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I am here with Cody Jinks.
How's it going?
It's going great. I'm so excited to be talking to you. I first actually got to see you at Stagecoach, and I was blown away by your performance, and everybody there was completely just involved and enjoying every second of it, and I want to know what that experience was like for you.
Stagecoach was awesome. I don't know. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
We were not expecting the reaction that we had. I mean, we went on and there was some people there, and then just that pavilion filled up.
It did.
And it was crazy to watch that. My wife was there too, and she was over upside the stage, and she was like, "Did you see that?" I was like, "Yes, of course I saw it." You know what I mean? Like they kept coming. I was like, "I know. Should have seen it from where I was at." So it's cool.
Yeah, it was so neat because, you know, I don't know. I mean, you have one of those voices, and your style is what a lot of people in country music have been longing for. And, you know, I try to be positive with everybody. You know, there's all different kinds of music, all different kinds of takes, and, you know, things are constantly changing. But a lot of people are not up for that change. A lot of people do not like, you know, the new style with Florida Georgia Line and Sam Hunt. And so you, for them, are just this amazing, amazing artist that they can't get enough of. And it's been so much fun to watch on your social media. Everybody just reaches out to you, and they're sending pictures of your song playing in their car. And you respond to everybody, which for me is so amazing to see. And I want to know how important that is for you, because you seem to respond on every single post.
Try. You know, it's you know, it's busy, but I mean, I do that at my shows as well. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, the interaction with people is something that has made our career. You know, I've been doing this band for, you know, varying members and stuff, but this thing for 10 years, and it's been grassroots, and it's been through talking with people, keeping in touch with people.
All right.
You know, doing pictures of, you know, fan shots of the day, you know, even if it's just to hey, thanks for the kind words or whatever, you know.
Which I think is great. And, you know, your fans really seem to enjoy it. And one of the posts that I had seen was about your CD. First of all, I'm Not the Devil is coming out on August 12th, and you're doing pre-orders for it. But somebody had commented, where could they get a copy of the CD? And you were just like, yeah, send me your address. I'll get one out to you in the mail.
Yeah, you know, and I can do that, because then I make a phone call and I'm like, hey, you know, make sure this happens. So,
right, which
sure.
is great, because not everybody does that, and I was kind of blown away. Like, you immediately were like, hey, yeah, send me your address, I'll send you one. I'm like, holy crap.
Well, and I started doing that years ago, because I had to. You know, that was, you know, I mean, that was back whenever, you know, if I was selling, you know, 10 CDs, 15 CDs, you know, a show, I was doing really, really good. You know, I was at least getting gas money. So,
right.
Yeah, you start small, it gets bigger, you know?
Yeah, it's great. And, you know, your personality on stage and your stage presence, I mean, just everything about you is so inviting for these fans. So you're definitely, you know, a welcomed talent for most everybody that I've seen who's been introduced to you. And somebody on Twitter was like, why the hell haven't my friends told me about you, you know?
I read that one, yeah. Like, somebody said something like, you know, shame on my friends or something clever, you know, thanks for not telling me about this guy.
Right. Yeah, I read that. I was laughing. I was like, oh, my God, that's so great. I love it.
Yeah, I liked that one. That one made me laugh.
Yeah, it was fun. I was having so much fun reading a lot of it, you know. And it's really fun to watch you on Twitter, too, because you'll retweet a lot. And, you know, a lot of artists will do that, but you seem to just be a little bit more connected to your fans, which I happen to just, I love that, because it's so meaningful. You know, we're all fans of somebody, and when somebody you really, really, really admire and like takes the time to recognize you or retweet something that you've said, you know, I'll never forget the day Clay Walker followed me on Twitter, and I was like, what? Oh my gosh. I'm like, it was one of those things where I didn't expect it, and it was great. And I was like, well, thanks, Clay. I love that, But,
oh, sure. And, I mean, I follow the bands that I dig, I mean, I'm a music fan just like everybody, and, just I don't know, just a few words here, or, just letting your fans know that you appreciate, because, look, there's no successful band without fans. I mean, you can have bands that, there's nobody there to go listen to them, and,
Exactly.
Pointless.
Exactly. And you definitely have a ton of fans, which I think is great. And I know that number is just going to keep growing, with every performance, because like your wife said, people they were just like, they just kept coming in. I mean, once you started on that stage, people outside the tent area, they could hear you and they're like, wait, who is this guy? And your music is so good and everybody wanted to hear it, that for me, standing there watching, it was phenomenal. I was just sitting there like, wow, this is great. And I didn't get to interview, you while we were there, but definitely we were like, okay, we have to make this interview happen. This guy is great. And so I'm so glad that you're actually taking the time to talk with me today. But
sure. No, I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. So do you think you're going to, have plans to go back to Stagecoach or any more festivals like that? Because that just is so much fun.
I would love to play Stagecoach again. So if you have any pull with that,
right.
help me out. No, seriously, I've already told my agents and management that, I would love to go back out there. And by the time Stagecoach rolls back around, maybe I can get on it, because it'll be about time to do another West Coast thing. So,
right. I know they just sent out their press release yesterday that they're doing it again the same weekend. So
cool. Well, now that we know that, I'll see what I can do. I'll lobby for sure.
Right, definitely. I know it was my very first time at Stagecoach, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And the food that they have there was so incredible. I was excited the entire time.
It was first class all the way around. I mean, from the artist area, they had like these little trailers set up. Every band had their own, little trailer.
Right.
With waters, and it was hot. Snacks and food and water and Cokes and beers and whatever. So they took really, really good care of us. If the band needed to ride anywhere, I mean, if it's just to go to another stage to see other people,
wow.
They take you in a golf cart.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's first class, man. They were. I was super impressed. They were great.
That's great. So you were one of the lucky ones that you didn't have to walk the 1.5 miles it was from the car into the venue itself. Because
I did not, no.
Yes. Well, see, media wasn't as fortunate as you are, and we had to hike, and we didn't figure out the shortcut until day 3. But, yeah, that first day I ended up walking around in my socks because my cowboy boots, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I've already hiked way too long, and then my feet are done. But, no, it was so much fun, though. And, the stages, the amount of stages that they have there is just incredible. And when you see the amount of people, I can't even imagine what it's like for you standing on stage, looking out, seeing that sea of people, because it was never ending, it seemed like. And
it was a lot, yeah, I certainly was surprised, but just the number of people that were there, just in general, that festival it's so big.
It is.
It's the enormity of it. It goes on and on and on. And I walked over to, saw Dale Watson at another stage. I went and saw Emmylou Harris at another stage. And then there was the even bigger stage in where all the pop country stuff's at,
right.
and the amount of people there, it was insane.
I know. It blew me away.
It was absolutely insane.
Yeah, it really, and there's like corral after corral, right? You have... It's just, I can't even explain it enough for people who don't know what Stagecoach is like. They have to go. They just have to go and experience it.
because there's something for everybody out there. You're gonna like some of the band. I mean, because they do a really good job.
Yeah.
Of all different kinds, you know, and it's all pretty much geared around the country thing. But there's, you know, alt country bands and country rock bands, and outlaw country bands and traditional country bands and pop country bands. I mean, it's just, there's something for everybody. You got, you know, it's expensive. You know, you think, wow, it's really expensive to go out there. And it is.
They have payment plans if people start buying their tickets early. They have payment plans so that people can, you know, spread out the, you know, the expense of it, which is really cool.
But what you get for it is really good.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it as much as you seemed to, because when you were on that stage, man, you just looked so happy and so fun, and it was really great. And we love to see that. And I don't know if you're aware, Tommy, our co-founder, he was the one who had found you and was like, we got to go see this guy. We got to go see this guy. And I was like, all right, let's go. And he was like, man, this guy's great. And so he's the one who turned me on to you because, you know, he's always searching for talent. And I believe he was scouring Twitter and found you, I think, is how he first, you know, came in contact with your name and your talent. And I'm so glad for social media. How do you think that's played a part in your, you know, overall success?
Huge. I mean, there's no question about it. You know, from you know, keeping in touch with people on Facebook, on Twitter, it's been invaluable. You know, it's so much of what our promotion depends on is on social media. So,
absolutely.
You know, a DIY band, you know, it's never been easier,
right?
To do it that way. So,
and I think more people are going that route as well because it seems like they just want to have more control of their career, and and
you can put, you know, we can put our same records out on iTunes just like the guys from the big record labels. I mean, there's a level playing field.
Exactly, and I think it's so important. And you know, when I first started thinking about that, when I was talking to JD Shelburne, and he was like, I do everything myself. And he's booked all the time. He's always playing, and he's always out, and he's always doing. And he's so genuine with his fans and everybody. And it's like, wow, you know, he's like the epitome of hard work. And, you know, so once I heard that from him, I thought, you know, there really is something to this, you know, this independent, you know, side of things. And, you know, I think it really means a lot to a lot of people when you're in control of your career and you have the ability to say, no, I don't want to do that, you know, because back in the day, I don't think it was like that for most people. It was like, you know, I remember when Martina McBride had to ask permission to cut her hair, you know?
Yeah.
So
you know, I mean, it's certainly, you know, when you put the years and years of hard work and doing everything yourself into the equation, yeah, you do take care. You take care of people. They take care of you. They like you for what you are.
Right.
You know, not for, you know, how you look. And I certainly don't have a record label telling me, you know, I need to wear sparkle bottom jeans and I need to wear this hat by this designer and, you know, these kind of boots and skinny jeans or whatever, you know, and that's all well and good. It's just not my thing, you know. Exactly.
And I think that's great. I think it's easier to be yourself, and you know, it means more to the fans when you're true to who you are versus what somebody else is telling you that fans want to see, you know. So I definitely applaud all independent artists for, you know, working hard and doing what they got to do to, you know, stay successful. And you seem to be doing really well. And your new album coming out, is that just, it's got to be exciting for you because, I mean, just already the buzz that you're creating all over social media with this is huge. And I'm so excited for the day that it's fully released. And, you know, for now, I know we can hear songs and people can pre-order and all that's great. And your song, Chase That Song, by the way, is my favorite. I love that one. That's
a fun one.
Yeah, it is. It's happy, it's catchy, it's fun. I can, I tell people that I have a term, it's repeat worthy. And it's definitely on the repeat worthy list for sure. I love that song.
Awesome. That's cool. I appreciate that.
No problem.
That song is fun as hell to play too. That's the first song we started playing off of this new record some months ago.
Oh, okay.
Probably 3 or 4 months ago, because everybody's like, when are we going to start hearing some new stuff? And we have enough material now. We didn't want to give really anything away, but we were like, all right, well, we need to do one song, and I decided on Chase That Song probably 3 or 4 months ago, because I wanted to see how they reacted to it. It's got kind of like a 50s kind of boogie woogie kind of.
Definitely.
You have to move whenever, it's kind of one of those songs, it's just like you can't stand still when that song is playing, and we can see it in the audience. We'll go into that song, man, and they may be standing still, but they're moving.
Right.
They may not be like going forward or backward or sideways, but there's shoulders going, arms going, head going, something.
Right. No, it definitely, I can see that, because the first thing I did was I started grooving to it, and I was like, oh, I like this song. I'm rocking out to it on my laptop, and my daughter came over, and she was doing the same thing, and, it was so much fun. And it's like, that's one of those songs that, especially right now, it's summer, everybody's, off doing what they're doing, the kids are having a good time, and it's like, it just goes along with the mood. It's great. I love it. It
is. It's a good summertime song, and it'll be good to one to wrap the summer up with too. But yeah, my kids love it. It's their favorite song on it, and it's they call it the 18-wheeler song.
Nice.
So anyway, yeah, that song it's a hell of a lot of fun to play, and it's good too, man. Those dancers, those ones that are real good, get out there and get a bug or do something real quick,
Yeah, that's the one thing that I have not learned how to do is any of the country dancing. I can't even tell you. I watch these people at shows, and they're doing like that really fast two-stepping stuff, and then guys are spinning girls all around, and they're just making it look effortless, and I'm sitting here like, wow, I don't even think I could move that way. I think I would break something, or I would break someone trying to move like that. These people are awesome when they get grooving to the music, and it's really fun to watch. I imagine you have quite a good time up on that stage watching everybody.
Yeah. I grew up around it. I can't dance. That floors people. People think, how can you do what you do and not dance? My mother and father actually met in a honky-tonk bar dancing.
Oh, how funny.
And I remember them dancing. They still dance. They're both, gosh, man, 60. And they can still dance. And they still make it look effortlessly.
Yeah.
They just kind of glide together, and it looks cool. I wish I could do it.
I wish I could
do it. Yeah.
Maybe that'll be in both of our futures. We'll figure it out someday, and then we'll have to share that on social media. Hey, look, we're on that floor and we're dancing too.
I've been told that there's no hope for me to buy an actual country music dance instructor.
Oh my God! Well, see. You're at least a step ahead of me, because you've tried. I've never even tried. Nobody's ever even seen me try. So.
Yeah, a friend of my wife and I's from years ago was a country music dance instructor, and she was like, you're just awful. You were like, she's like, I normally can pull something out of somebody, but you just are horrible.
Oh, wow.
And it makes no sense, because I play rhythm guitar, so I should have that done. I don't.
Yeah. I get it. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that with me. I love when I actually get to talk to someone and connect with them on something, and that's awesome. I love that. Thank you. That definitely was entertaining for me, and I don't feel so alone. So thank you.
No.
Is there anything that you have coming up that you want to share with fans? I'm sure you're going to have dates coming out to Yin Yang here pretty soon.
Yeah, we do. We have let's see, August 4th starts our next tour with Whitey, and we'll be on tour with Whitey and the 78s from August 4th till October 1st. and we will hit the entire South. We'll hit all over Texas, and then we'll hit Louisiana, out the Gulf Coast states, and then up the Eastern Seaboard. So that'll be a long one. If you live on the eastern half of the U.S., we'll be in a town near you somewhere. But new record comes out August 12th. That's the third day of the tour. We'll be playing the hometown show here in Fort Worth. Do the record release, and then
fun.
We'll tour on the new record for the remainder of the year, most of it.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm excited. I know your fans are going to be super excited. I think you even had a fan in Florida. I want to say it was Florida that wanted you to come out there. So they all need to stay tuned. They all need to catch you on social media, and I'll make sure that we post all of your links so that there's no excuses. Okay, guys, you guys cannot not follow him. You guys have to follow Cody Jinks on every platform because he's, first of all, so much fun to watch. And it's going to be readily available. The links will be right there. Absolutely. Well, thank you, man, for taking the time. I really appreciate it. Is there anything you want to say before we go, though? I know you're busy and I don't want to keep you, but is there anything we didn't cover that you want to share with everyone?
No, not really. Just August 12th, get that new record. I'm Not the Devil, and man, we're gonna be. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my vacation. I've got
definitely
about 2.5-3 weeks left, and the time off's been nice. But come early August, I'm gonna be ready to go.
Good.
Me and Whitey's gonna be a kick-ass tour like usual. So
absolutely. Well,
bring it.
Hats off to you. Enjoy the rest of your vacation. And, for a minute, I would like to take a second and say to Craig Morgan and his family, the tragedy that they're going through right now. I just want them to know that everybody at Center Stage and everybody in the country music industry and people beyond, thoughts and prayers to you guys, man. Jerry, rest in peace. What a tragic thing to have had happen. So I just wanted to say that before we got off the interview, just being that, I don't know, I just felt it was right. So anyways, you have a good rest of your vacation, and, I can't wait to see what you have coming up next, and I can't wait to catch you on the next show, man. Hopefully it's at Stagecoach, and if not, I'll catch you somewhere else. But you really are a kick in the ass to watch. I love it, and I know your fans do too. So thank you for being entertaining as hell.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a good day.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.